Good morning, this is VJ Franz K with another paint marker review for you today. I'm looking at these ACRYTIC markers, not acrylic, it has a T on there. I got these online on a sale and I've been looking for more paint markers here, so I thought I'd look at these. These are wide, they are 15mm propylene series. Water-based, safe to use, quick dry, and waterproof. 10 colors. There are many different manufacturers making these types of markers, but let's just take a look at these. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this blue. Interesting, they are a bit smaller than I thought they would be. Shake these up. Oh, that isn't a good sign. Let's see. The tip is kind of loose out of there. Alright, so I will press down. You can hear the ball in here, so there's a paint ball inside each one of these. Give it a moment to let the paint flow down from the reservoir there. There it's starting to go. To one side, alright, it's soaking over the tip there. So there it is, a nice thick mark. Notice how completely it covers these previous watercolor markers that I was using. I'm going to run it across this marker paper. Look at that. It's a thick, solid blue line. That's good. The odor of paint is fairly strong, so I'm noticing that almost immediately. I'm going to put across here. Wow, look, the dark paper. Look how the lighter blue really stands out on this darker paper. So that is your, I guess, transparency test. Now I'm starting to see the color through there, but it is still pretty good coverage. Interesting. So, of course, when you have a narrow, wide marker like this, you can use a narrow line by either using it sideways, or when you get used to it, you can use these corners. You can use these corners as the corner becomes a regular width marker. Getting paint on my glove there. The corner becomes a regular width marker for you if you want to use it that way. But then thick lines here. So that's alright. These are smaller than other markers of this type that I've seen. Maybe those ones that I was thinking of were the 20mm ones. And this is supposedly 15mm wide. Alright, so here's the blue. And now, of course, I've got to try another color. Let's see, what is this? So this is this pearl white, maybe? Or silver? It's probably silver. Okay, so here is white, and here is the silver. So I guess we have to know what the white looks like. So open it again. Alright, this one is already in its correct place there. So shake it up first. If a marker has these kind of ball in it, you know you're going to need to use that. So just give it a good shake. It's kind of fun to do that. Like Bob Ross is always talking about cleaning his brushes. Well, if you're using paint markers, you're going to be shaking up the ball in the marker to get it going, and then pressing down for a while like this, maybe doing repeated presses until it begins to flow there. Alright, I'm partly saturated there. Alright, so there it is. Wow, that is bright. Yes, it is going over the darker paper quite easily. That is good. So, from the dark to light across some of these other lines, it covers. And yes, it is mostly invisible on the white paper. Send it across. The earlier blue goes across pretty good, covering that. So nice opacity. And see, I'll clean that corner because I'm already getting some blue smudge on that corner. So seems like a good enough set of markers. I don't know, that odor. It has a different chemical smell than I'm used to, and yes, it is probably toxic. So just, you know, use in a ventilated area, or even use with one of these masks, which you should probably have if you're using a lot of paint markers. And if you're doing a lot of painting, put that on, even though I can't really talk with it on, you see. Alright, let's see. What other color? Alright, so we've seen dark, light. Let's take a look at the gold. So these are the colors. It's a good set. Is there anything particularly missing? Maybe a light blue. There's not a pink, even though on most paint markers the red ends up being kind of pink. It's really very, very difficult to find a red that is not really kind of a light pink. Oops. Okay, well, that is awkward manufacturing there. Once again, the tip is flying out of the nose there at the beginning. Now that does mean that you can replace the tip, which is a good thing. You can easily replace the tip, which is a good thing, so maybe I should be happy about that. And the other thing is, can you unscrew the body and then refill the marker? I'm not going to try that right now just because I don't want to make it start leaking, but I'll leave that in the comments later on when I use up the markers, and then I will try to refill them and see if it is at all possible. So here we go. Get ready the gold. And as I've been saying recently on some discussions, the metallic colors of any marker set may have the most odor for some reason. Alright, so here is gold coming through. So there it is. You can see a bit of crunchy sparkle on there. Don't know how well this will pick up on the camera there, but alright, interesting. Wow, so the gold almost has a translucency there. It doesn't cover over these other colors. That is surprising. Alright, hate to do this, but we'll take it across the blue paint. Gold rabbit. Take it across the blue paint, and wow, it physically appears to stick as I'm crossing the blue. On this paper, not on this paper. So, I don't know, I guess in this particular formula, the metallic ones are less opaque. We'll look at the silver also, I guess. But still, it is a good color. Thought I was ordering a larger set of markers, but see, I'll try this. Looks pretty good on the wood. Doesn't cover that wood grain. I can still see the wood grain through, which, if you like wood grain, I do like wood grain, then that might be a feature for you rather than a bug. A couple coats, let's see, a couple coats does improve that opacity, as you would hope that it would. I'll try cleaning off that blue that I see on the nib there. Don't know if I'll turn this into a design or something. I may just draw on the other side of this wood instead of using this back that I've already been marking up so much. Alright, so that is the gold. It does have a shine to it, as gold should. Alright, here is some silver. Shake this up. This will be the last one that I look at for now. Water-based, quick dry, safe to use. Notice they do not call it odor-free, and it certainly could not be called that. Alright, press down. Oh, yeah, you know, sometimes some manufacturers suggest press down for the first time like this from the top. Maybe that helps it get flowing. So, let's move that over. Press down here for a little while. Press down, press down. Even these markers are definitely an example of creative tech also. See, it's coming through on one side, not the other. At first, the white and the silver look quite similar. Does the silver have better coverage than the gold? It does. Look at that. That's drastically different. Silver has much better coverage. Put it across the gold and the blue there. It eclipses both of them, even though there it is starting to not. So I guess the thickness and boldness of your line does matter. I will put this over the dark paper here. So there's a line I see. It's rubbing off a bit of the gold that it picked up while I was doing the crossover test there. So let's see. Here, the wood test. Go across here. Looks pretty good. It does shine in the light. Notice you have to maybe change the light angle to make it sparkle, and then you can really determine what ink is metallic and what, or paint is metallic and what isn't. But yeah, so this looked almost like it was going to be pearl white, but it is definitely silver. So that's good. Gold and silver will be helpful in doing your artwork, probably. And if it isn't, then order another set that doesn't have gold and silver, right? But anyway, thank you for watching my review of these ACRYTIC markers, and I will say they seem to work as you would hope them. They seem to work as you would expect them to do. And, my only comment is they are smaller than I expected. Their smallness will probably mean that they have less paint overall within the body. There is a good size metal ball in there for shaking up the paint, so that's good, but I mean, it already sounds fairly empty, so we'll see how much paint they've actually included here before I have to reload. But anyway, this is good, and I'm going to use them on my art projects. And as I was saying earlier today, particularly, paint markers are great for when you want to be an artist out in the outside world instead of in a studio or controlled environment. And you couldn't, or you probably shouldn't, have paint brushes and a paint easel and tubes of paint out there, because they could get on everything easily. But just carry some of these and you'll be ready to go. Acrylic markers are ACRYTIC markers. You know what they say, everyone's a critic. And I can be a bit critical, but these are pretty good. It is a bit weird to see the nibs so loose there, but like I said, that's a sign of them being easily replaceable. So, could be a feature rather than a bug. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Ask your questions about these or other things I'm reviewing. Like the video, and please post it in places that you think people will be interested to see these. And I also have a brush marker reviews Facebook group that you can like and see, and I'm posting some of these to that one. So VJ Franz K, Creative Tech, and this is technology for doing. There's AI art out there, but we're still the human artists doing our thing in a way that they still can't quite do. So show the world the special art that only you can express, right? And you need some good tools to do that, so make sure that you get them, but also make sure to shop around and get some good values. I will help you.